Okay, so last time we spoke with Harjeet, it was Saturday. We were out in the rally. We're talking about finance, money for adaptation to climate change. How have things moved over the past couple days?
I think there has been some progress, particularly in the field of adaptation, as you see that the structures that were supposed to be created are making a good progress, while there are some sticky issues which we hope will get resolved. Most of these things where you need political decisions have been moved to ministers. We know the whole work program on agriculture that's being talked about, that has been moved to ministers. The finance has not fully gone to ministers, and we are hopeful to see operationalization of Green Climate Fund at the end of the conference. So there are certain positive developments here, and there are still a few hours to go, and ministers are there. Long, late night meetings are happening, going up till early in the morning. So I think there is momentum, and we would like to see some real progress happening in Durban.
So the big question we've been hearing about is the Green Climate Fund, the operationalization of the Green Climate Fund by the end of this meeting. Is that going to happen?
Yes, we are very hopeful that the operationalization of Green Climate Fund would happen, but the biggest question is whether it's being filled in with money. And the discussion on sources of finance is not really going in the right direction. The concrete proposals that are on the table, tax on shipping and aviation, tax on financial transaction, I think those proposals now need to be discussed, and we really want progress on that.
But why do they have to decide how to fill that fund here? Isn't that something that can be done over the next year?
We have to decide it now. Well, let's understand the fast start financing that was committed from 2010 to 2012. It's going to be over next year, and if you operationalize the Green Climate Fund now, it will take at least 1 year to set their systems up, to create procedures, to go into modalities and all that. So, and if you decide the sources now and money starts coming in, then by end of 2012 you'll barely be ready to start disbursing money. The crisis is now, ActionAid is seeing people suffering on the ground. So I don't think we have time to wait. We have to really ramp up our ambition, put the money into the fund, and get things going.
Has there been any movement on bunker fuels or any other innovative sources of finance over the past couple days?
The proposal that is still on the table and we can still see progress on is bunkers, the tax on aviation and shipping. I think the text now should go to ministers. That's one text which has not gone to ministers. I think ministers now should take up that text, huddle together, and actually come out with a decision on that to make tax on shipping and aviation as one of the key sources. Plus, they have to really create a 1-year work program from now up till Qatar to look at other options, because that one option won't be enough. We have to look at multiple options to reach the 100 billion target that rich countries promised in Cancun.
What are you hearing from ministers so far? Are they willing to do that today?
That option is still on the table. They have to do it today, and they are going to do it today. In fact, there were proposals inside the ministerial discussion that let's form a group of ministers who can actually start working on these sources of financing. So there are talks, and we are hopeful that it will be taken up.
Who are the key countries? Who's pushing the sources of financing, and who may be blocking them?
Obviously, developing countries are pushing for it. Basic countries are pushing for it. I heard India making a specific proposal, this one saying that a group of ministers should actually take it up. US is particularly blocking it, saying that all the discussion on sources of finance should happen at their own country level. Countries should decide on their own. This is not a one country problem. We are talking about a climate crisis. This is a global crisis. We need something at the international level. Internationally, we have to see a mechanism. We are talking about public funding going into Green Climate Fund. So this mechanism has to be decided here at UNFCCC.
Great, thanks. We'll keep an eye on it, Harjeet.
Thank you.